Right, it's time for a short little VCR video again. This time I have a interesting deck to show. So this is a JVC HR XVS20. It's one of the few combo decks that actually has a Super VHS VCR. Most combo decks are usually just standard hi-fi or mono decks with pretty cheap mechs in them. But JVC made a handful of Super VHS ones. They even made a few fancy professional ones with recording, DVD recording capabilities. But anyway, let's take a look. So it actually has front inputs including S-video and S-video output. So you can see it's only a SCART, not a separate one. And unlike, most combo decks have an S-video plug on it, but that's just for the DVD normally. It's a pretty standard DVD part, so I'm not gonna spend any time on that. And have a look at the back as well. You can see there's only two SCART outputs, audio antenna and digital audio out. Often, like, this is a more standard combo deck. They have like component and S-video out. This one even has HDMI, but you only get composite out from the VCR side. In this you actually get S-video from the SCART output if you set it up to it. Now, this being JVC SVHS deck, it has a pretty nice playback quality as well. And it lets you adjust picture a bit. And unlike on the other JVC, this one actually works. So right now it's on auto, but if I put it on edit, it turns off some of the noise reduction and you get a pretty raw thing. And it also has a soft which just blurs everything. It also has the best feature that's on most JVCs. I am not entirely sure how it works still, but it's supposed to tweak the playback circuitry for the tape, and it's also used when recording. Now, one interesting thing which I just discovered recently is that, well, you can record in SP, in LP, but this also has EP, which is not common for PAL decks. So I want to have a go and see what that actually looks like. It's probably gonna look like crap. Well, LP looks as expected. It's not great, but it's watchable. Well, it's still watchable, but a lot more noisy. I guess one actually interesting thing is that you can, on the EP speed, you can actually fast forward color. That doesn't work on EP. On LP, I mean. On LP you just get black and white. And on SP, of course, it works as normal. I'll do probably a better comparison because I have another Panasonic deck that does PAL. Well, on that one it's called Super Long Play, but it's I think it's the same thing. Otherwise, there isn't a lot else to look at. It can do a auto SP to LP when recording if it sees there's little left on the tape. And it has an auto off feature. It also has a video stabilizer, which is supposed to help with the crappy tapes. Using a recording where the head switch point is in the middle rather than at the bottom like usual, you can see that one thing the video stabilizer does is to put in a new vertical sync signal when it switches between the heads. This is usually done when rewinding and pausing, but you can see it does it playback as well. This might help if the vertical sync area is really corrupted on the tape. Now for the insides. This is a pretty modern deck, so most of the components have been shrunk and cost reduced. So there's not a whole lot to see in here. You have the power supply, the board that does the SVHS specific stuff, and then the DVD drive. I think this is the last mechanism JVC use in decks they made themselves. As you can see, there's a tape stabilizer thing here. It's only present in the Super VHS variants. It's similar to most late model mechanisms where the tape is lowered directly onto the capstan and the pinch roller simply moves a bit, and it does everything fully laced. The remote has controls for both, of course, and also for using it with a TV. It's supposed to work with a bunch of different brands, but it's not something I've tested. Unfortunately, there's something causing interference on the linear audio on this machine. If anyone knows what could be causing this problem, please let me know.